All right, here we go. It's Wednesday and we keep at it. We have brought this account from 500 to 1600. Let's see if we can make it to 1700 at least today, but little by little. All right, enjoy it, and please let me know if you have any questions, anything at all, okay? I hope we get some quality games. Let me just make sure we are ready to start. Let me move this over here. And okay, I think we're good to go. Perfect. Vasil, here we are. I told you I didn't know when if I was going to be on or not today. Well, here we are. And let's do it. Let's not waste any time. And we got a 5-5. Well, we're gonna try to get a 5-5. All right, here we go. White pieces, we're gonna do the same setup that we learned in the course as black. We're gonna play it as the white pieces. We have an extra move. It looks like we're gonna be playing the London system. Now, let me see. For some reason, I'm not getting... Sound is good. All right, let's do it. For some reason, I'm not getting the... Maybe I have to refresh the page. There you go. Okay, good to go. All right, so up to here, we know how to get here. This is our setup. Now we gotta pick the right plan, and I'm gonna choose knight b to d2. Then I wanna play e4, but I'm not ready for it. So I'm gonna go rook e1. Now, depending if the bishop goes to d6 or to e7, I'm going to pick b3, bishop b2, or simply e4. Let me go b3. Hello. Okay, very good. And now we got e4 in place. That's it. This is the hyper-modern approach. We want to play e4. We want to claim the center whenever we want to. And by the way, we're playing a 1900. So we better pay attention here. Now, should we take with a pawn? Should we take with a knight? I'll take with a knight. Oof, there you go. The Pirc Defense movement. Now, I think you have to be a title player by the USCF or the FIDE, but you should be allowed, honestly. All right, let me go knight e5, just trying to put some pressure. Notice that my opponent is just playing a very quiet setup, and now it's just whoever knows more middle game should win the game. Typically what I get here is something like knight takes, bishop takes, and then knight d7, but then I just go back. I'm trying to see... Let me take with the bishop, why not? If I take with the pawn, then they will always have some pressure. Now the question is... Okay, let me take here. I didn't want to take with the rook, and then they had knight f6 with a tempo. Now, should I take with the pawn? Should I take with the rook? I'm going to take with the rook to do some sort of a rook rollover and put pressure on that king. So I'm thinking things like queen h5, rook g4. Here we are. What's going on? Maybe rook g4 right away was better, but I wanted to get the queen to h5 first. Now, queen d5 might be in the air. I'm thinking maybe, yeah. But then I could even play rook e5. Yep. I'm gonna do it. I wonder. If I play queen g4. Let's play rook e5. Energetic. Hello. My pleasure, my friend. And always thanks for being here. And let's see if we can make this instructive. Let's see. All right. Is it time to play queen g4? Bishop f6 is in the air, so I have to be careful with that. Let me just go back. Pretty annoying move. I just don't want to give my opponent any edge. Okay, so he's happy with trading, which is rare because he's like 300 points above. If I go queen g4, they could play g6. Which is not a big deal. Actually, queen g4, what really bothers me is queen g5. Let me go with that. I couldn't care less, guys. Trust me, that's not gonna add to anyone's, it's not gonna help you in any way, so don't even bother. Don't even bother. All right, all of my pieces are activated. And we keep putting pressure. Let's see. All right, let me just stop it just in case. I don't want to give him any counterplay, nothing at all. Now I want to get this pawn. But then queen b4. And I guess I must take. No, we're not ready for it. Not yet. Now, what should I do? Rook h5 seems very, very nice. I don't want to get too fancy and then get my rook trapped. So let's see. Probably was there and I just couldn't make it work. I couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so that move we knew it was going to be in the air. Maybe rook e4. Hello. I don't want to get too fancy again. I don't want to get too fancy. Not too fancy. Rook e4, queen d2. Let me go back. I don't want to get too fancy. Like, it's not going to be easy to checkmate that king, and I don't want to be giving them pawns, everything falls, then I get nothing out of my attack and we lose the game. No, I think they would take with the bishop. I considered it. Yeah, not cool, not cool, not cool. I just want to avoid the trade of pieces. Just avoid the trade of pieces. If I'm attacking, I need the pieces on the board. All right. Get out of here. Let's complicate the game. I'm getting a very weird pawn structure here, but d4 is coming, so it's not only b3 is going to be the weak pawn, but hey, we cannot have it all. We gotta create something. Let's try to be energetic. Let's try to be energetic. All right, all right. Probably g6 is going to be played. I don't think so. This queen is just too ugly here right now. Ah, the one I didn't see. You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Okay, fancy. This is what happens for getting fancy. All right. Let's complicate the game now. More than ever before. We have to. It happens. Now, the repetition was to get some time back on the clock. Yeah, now we have to really try to survive the endgame. That's it. I shouldn't be trading pieces, but I have no choice. Yesterday we had a game that went for such a long time. Long time. And it was like this. Bishop and rook. At the end, it went down to rook versus bishop. And it was a draw, but it was a long game. I don't want him to get to the 7th rank. No, hey, this is part of it. All of us know how this goes. We all identify with it. And I don't even care. Like, I'm already lost. So this is just a training exercise to see if I can turn things around. Don't get frustrated when you make a mistake like that. Just try to complicate the game. Just try to complicate the game. Exactly. Just be the underdog. Just be the underdog. That's it. My best hope is to get past pawns. I don't see these rooks really doing anything to me. Still, I have to be careful. Give me that pass pawn. Exactly. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. It's very easy to attack and to win when you're already ahead, but can you maintain? Can you turn things around? Can you defend? All right, there has to be something here for me. There has to be something. Tell me we got something. There has to be something, right? Check. Almost. Thank you. Likewise. And again, I don't know if I have anything, but I don't care. I'm already lost. There's nothing worse than playing someone who's already lost. Nothing worse than playing a man who has nothing to lose. All right, there's a pin. We put pressure. Even if I lose this game, I'm already satisfied. I created some good counterplay here. Yeah, but the thing is, Roberto, after rook b7 and they take and I take back, the king could get to it, I think. Okay, this is already very nice. These are 3 pawns. This has to be better than the rook. Bishop and 3 pawns. Actually, these 2. Disconnected pawns and the bishop have to be better than whatever they have extra. Cha-cha. Now I just gotta make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. I'm great at making silly mistakes like that. Check. Oh, this is mate. I don't care. I'm gonna brag a little bit. That was a nice comeback. That was a nice comeback. All right. Again, I'm glad that this happened because this is very realistic. Very realistic. Many of our games go like that, and a lot of my students, sometimes we have sessions where they just play and I see them playing and I make notes and I see them getting frustrated, and even if they had a playable possession, they just throw it away completely. So remember, this is just a game. Keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna update this, and that is 155. Good game, good game. That was a good one. All right. New 5-5. Never, never. That's life. That's life. Looking for an edge, and you find it. Now, to be honest, they gave us a huge break. They gave us a huge break. Well, that mate in 1, if you're not seeing mates in 1 fast, you gotta do lots of it. It has to become a reflex. All right, so it transposed from d4 into e4 opening, which this is a Pirc Defense. And now they play the burn variation. We covered it in our course. All right. I try. Like I didn't think I was going to be able to do it today, but one of my private lessons canceled, so I had the time. Now, I think if they go to the account, to the profile to see who it is, it says they are clearly, it is my account. Not that I'm any good, but it's more credible than a 1600 account. Yeah, we gotta play b5. So this is something we're going to see a lot. Opposite side, opposite side. Let's do it. Was that one made in 32? No. Yeah, 3-minute games. I mean, it's fun, but you're not gonna have time to really apply everything that we talk about, like evaluate the position, look at the candidate moves, calculate. It's more like reflex. It's a different story. All of that we cover in the course, guys. Those of you who follow me on YouTube, you have a very good understanding already, but in the course, you're gonna have it way more organized, we're more in detail, and of course, plans that we haven't really talked about before. Now, bishop h6, followed by, so bishop h6, followed by b4, and then this falls. If I play b4 right away, it makes no sense, okay. In due time, in due time. Now, this queen over here, it'll be tricky if my king were already castled, so that's why my first advice is delay castling, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Okay. What are you gonna do if I go here? You're gonna go queen g7, fair. I could take and I'm gonna be happy, but let's focus on that king. They started all of this craziness to attack on opposite side. They're behind in development. Let's go for their king. Look, all of my students, what they, uh-oh. All of my students, what I have them do is try to keep a balance between the 5-5s and the 15-10. So I've said it before, typically my older students, they prefer 15-10 over 5-5. So to those, I tell them, pick a day of the week and give me some 5-5. If you don't like it, give me some 5-5. Those students of mine who are younger, typically they want to play faster games. So I tell them, look, fine, do it, but at least once a week, give me some 15-10s, and we keep that balance there. 10 minutes I don't like. I think if you're going to play 10 minutes, rather play 5-5, because with the increment, you're going to have probably the same amount of time at the end of the day. And it's important that we learn to play with the increment. Most tournaments you're going to play today, you have the increment, and you have to learn to dwell on that. I have 10 seconds left, but I could play slowly because I get 5 seconds every time, and you got to learn how to time it and so on. All right, my friends, there has to be a tactic somewhere, somehow, but I cannot see it. Are you it? You could be it. If you evaluate this position, the main problem is lack of development. The rook is hanging. Let's try to put pressure on it. Of course, always looking for checks. I don't want any discoveries or anything like that. You know, I wouldn't play ever. I would never play. I think this is in the air. I think it is. I would never play 30-minute games. Number one, unless you're playing a training game. You know, like you're going to play a tournament and you're going to be playing 30-minute games or longer. You want to play something like that? Fine. But the thing with 30-minute games, number one is a lot of people just abandon the game. You're playing there, move number 15, and then they leave. You have to wait for 20 minutes to see what happens. And the other thing is, it might be to, oh, wait, I don't want to get checkmated. Let me stop talking nonsense. So that's something to keep in mind. With that said, if you like it, just play it. Just make sure that at least once a week you play something faster. All right, this checkmate is not nice. So I have the option to either just take the queen, take on d3, or take on f6. So those are my 3 candidate moves. Now, if I take the queen, they take, they take on f6. I'm gonna be up a pawn. 2 pawns, but they're gonna take this one, fine. If I take this one, I'm up a couple pawns. My pawn structure is healthy. I'm still putting pressure on you. If I take, you take. No, that one is not cool. If I go queen f6, rook e1, you could just castle. Yeah, let's go with that. This pawn here, not a big deal. I could always take. Now, I'm so ready to castle, and I think my king is gonna be way safer than this king, but we'll see. You know, I hope no one is playing 30-minute games to cheat, because you're investing so much time for what? But, you know, I guess. I'm also not a fan of that. And I have students who play it, like I have this son and dad, they play like that a lot. And I always get the same complaint. Okay, let me just castle. Which is, I got the move, the notification I have a move, I go to it, I didn't even think about it, I just play fast and boom, got in trouble. And the main thing is, you lose track of things. It's not the same when you sit down, play the game in one sitting, as when you play a move now, 2 days later you play another move, or maybe in 6 hours you play another move. You're not gonna be able to keep track so well, unless every time it's your turn, you sit down, put yourself together, and almost no one does that. But, I mean, better than nothing. Good luck. I see this one. All right, we gotta take you. Now c5 or take. I'm gonna take here. I want to leave that pawn isolated on d5. Also, this king cannot be good here. They cannot be happy about it. Okay, fully develops. I'm gonna say I don't think I'm way better in this position, but I like it. This king cannot be good. It just cannot be good. There we go. We're on the same page. I have to. No, long time. It's been a while. You want to go here. I really want to take this pawn. I so want to take that pawn, man. If I take it, you go here, I go knight f6. How are you going to get me in trouble? Nobody knows, huh? Do I want to take that risk? It's a pawn, man. It is a pawn. It is a pawn. I don't need this in my life. Keep it simple. Just play 95. If they go rook h3, just go queen g7. Like, you're winning already this endgame. Don't complicate it. In a classical game, I'll probably do that. But let's have some fun. Yes, I just need to make sure I do it at the right time. And let's see. My main concern has always been this knight c6, but I think we're in good shape. I want him. Yeah, see what happens. It's non-master. No big deal. It's non-master. In some countries it means never mind. Never mind this person or this player. Things like that. Which one to go for? Okay, I had calculated to just ignore it, which could be done. Yeah, could be done. You see. Yes, true, and thank you. Let's see if we can focus. I'm winning by 4 pawns, guys. Even if I get checkmated, I'm winning by 4 pawns. You never forget that. You never forget that. Yes, like, I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this. I'm not proud of it. Yes. Now, careful with this. I mean, I think I calculated correctly. It shouldn't lead to anything serious, but gotta be careful. That's your intuition. That's your intuition. Okay, you went there. And now... Now it's time to defend. I'm okay with giving some pawns back. I'm winning by 4 pawns, I repeat. I repeat. Yeah, we move out of the way. It's gonna be very interesting if I lose this game, if I get checkmated. It won't be the first time, that's for certain. It won't be the first time. Gotta be careful with them eliminating that knight, because that's the defender of h7. Woohoo! I hope soon. I hope the answer is soon. Hey, I'm waiting for it. What do you mean? I feel, whenever I play longer time controls, either for preparation for a tournament or whatever, I make sure that that game, I play it either on the computer or that I play it on a physical chessboard. I have the computer here or the iPad. I have my board in front. Okay, this has to be winning. All right. Turns out capturing those pawns was the right way to go. Nah, I think my opponent just didn't complicate it enough. It could have been tricky. What did I do? New 5-5. Let's update. That's 156. All right, same system this time as the white pieces. You don't know who she is, right? Well, I mean, I can't believe if you're a chess player and you haven't read about her in all these chess books, especially the older chess books, I don't know what to tell you. No, don't say it. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Oh, free marketing. I don't know if you can see it, but it's basically yogurt, guys. Just yogurt. Just yogurt. Okay. Same system. They're playing bishop e6 to play queen d7. That means crazy opposite side castling. Now, this is even cooler for me because I'm one move ahead. I studied. So, yes, it's called King's Indian attack. I know this is going to take you there, but will it trigger it? There you go. All right. Anton, what's going on? ¿Cómo está todo? Nah, it only works on Twitch. But it's lesson 79. Thank you. There you go. Actually, 79 and 80. Even cooler if you go to the playlist. Here on YouTube, there's a playlist with all of there are 2 lessons on it, and then lots of games that I've played afterwards. You're going to find them there. I want a castle. Like, I have a good head start over here in case they go queenside. I don't think that's going to happen. This is going to be next. Let's see. I want to make it I want to get past 2000, maybe 22, 23. We'll see. Little by little. Little by little, my friend. All right. Cha-cha-cha. The question is, should we take or should we just go back? Let me go back. Hey, whatever comes my way. It doesn't have to be offensive at all. Let me just go here. I gotta put pressure on it, but also taking this pawn, I couldn't take again because my queen would be hanging. Lack of development. It does indeed. It does indeed. Yep. Look, what I always tell people to do is go from lesson number 1. Don't click on the video. Just look at the titles. And whenever you find something that you think might be useful to you, just start right there and go in order. I think a good starting point would be lesson 29. All right, this is just too much. There has to be something for me here. So, yeah, let's take it. You know, for a long time I used to play mostly on my phone, but I'm trying to play more on the computer or on the iPad. I need bigger screens. My eyesight is not the best, so I really appreciate that. All right, taking with the bishop, I get the knight. Taking with the knight, I get the rook. I'm gonna take this. And I'm up a pawn. That's it. If I could simplify the game, great. Also, their king is in the center. If I could attack that king, cool. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. But you have those. You have one of those smart boards, right? Oh man, this guy's playing. He's playing with me. He's playing with my feelings. He's playing with my feelings. There's no cool, easy way to defend this pawn. I mean, I don't want to go back with the bishop. I don't want to go back with the queen. God. Okay, it is what it is. Let me go back. I won the rook. I almost gave him the queen. I almost just took and give me that rook. It's like, don't play around with me. All right, now we get to ask you to leave. Please. Bishop or knight? We gotta develop. No, honestly, you don't have to. If you just go, I don't think so. It'll be better. It'll be great. But if you just get it without the video, you'll be fine. I did a good job explaining the moves in writing. You should be fine. You should be fine. C2, a little bit weird that knight going to C2, huh? Okay, let me just forget about that pawn forever. So A3, problem solved. Don't use a piece to defend when you could use a pawn. That's it. The knight could go and do something else later. Plus, I want the rook to come over. So I'm up a couple pawns. This shouldn't be that difficult. I could make it difficult, but it shouldn't be. Let's simplify the game, my friend. Happy to simplify the game. Remember, we want to trade pieces, but not pawns. We need the pawns. We need the pawns. We need the pawns. Okay, we get the file. No, this is not. It cannot be the way to go. It just cannot be. All right, always try to put I'm gonna try to put my pieces on light squares. They have the dark square bishop. I want to be on the opposite colors. Simplification. Improve my pieces. That's it. There's only one open file and it's mine. All right. Let me put them in motion. These are my extra pawns, so I need to put them in motion. No. Leave that at home. The answer is no. I don't have that speed. Never had it. I thought you were gonna. I thought you were going to say like more fun. That this guy is so funny. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to be looking at my face when you study the. Nice. All right. We gotta activate the king. It doesn't matter how many pawns we got. We gotta activate the king. The question is, how? Well, we gotta go around. There's no way around it. I don't want to rush it, but d4 needs to be played. Okay, let me do it now. Because if not, if my knight leaves, then they go bishop e5, I cannot play it. So my pawn's next to each other, my king is gonna go to d3, that's my ideal position. I'm at the edge, but it's only momentary. I think the killer move is gonna be pawn f4. Yeah, that I didn't like. That's the killer move. That's the killer move. Let me calculate here. Knight f5. If pawn takes, I take the bishop. If you go, I'm on to you. Fine. Knight f5. If you take, I take the bishop. If you take again, I'm not on to you. I take the pawn and you go. All right, we gotta take. Okay, my knight, we gotta start moving. Gotta start moving. Okay, I gotta hurry up and go after you, my friend. This is just one pawn. It means nothing compared to two connected pass pawns. But I have to be careful. Okay, they're being very careful with that. Let's put you in motion. I need to put him in motion. That's it, that's it. It's just too much. All right, it was too many pawns already in that endgame. All right, let's go to the next one. Important before we go to the next one, we play the same thing, but as the white pieces. We saw this, look, they're not prioritizing king side. That means they're gonna go crazy. So we insert c3, that's it. All right, let me go, what did I do? Okay, next one. Let me update this, that's 157. And as you could see, having a decent foundation in the endgame helps so much. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, at the end of the day, you need to calculate a little bit. Please, please, please do. I was just there trying not to mess up the endgame. Okay, let me castle. Hello, hello. Okay, let me go pawn to e4. So at the end of the day, we're playing against the Sicilian defense, right? Okay, but you gotta be more specific there. Like, is my knight still on f6? Because if you go h4, I go h5. You play g4, my knight is still on f6. I leave it as it is. What are you going to do then? Take on h5? I take with the knight. My pawn structure is still solid. Are you going to take with the... are you going to push to g5? Well, my knight moves and my pawn structure is still intact. Now, guys, for now, just only doing a speed run, trying to provide those of you who bought the Chessable course, for you to see those lines in practice here. Look, to be honest with you, the name is a King's Indian attack. So this is a King's Indian attack when you play it as what? Or, you know, you could even claim it's the closed Sicilian. It doesn't matter. To me, I'm doing the same thing I play as black as the white pieces. That's it. Now, this is a setup that I recommended against the when you play it as black against the English opening. The Sicilian is like the English opening but with colors reversed. So I'm giving them the same treatment. All right, f5 is a little bit weird. You're leaving weaknesses, actually the whole diagonal. Now, can we take advantage of it? I don't know. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy it. A lot of people are already really enjoying it. I thought, like I was told, expect some negative feedback because no one is used on Chessable. They're not used to 64 trainable line courses. But people are really appreciating that. Actually, someone told me, if I see a course on Chessable that is more than, that is 200 lines or something like that, I just don't buy it. I know I'm not gonna memorize all of it. So I'm glad that people really appreciated the fact that it's more about the plans and the ideas than memorizing. All right, I knew that could happen. I was ready to take with the pawn, but now I'm thinking, what if I take with the knight? They take on b2, I go here, you go back. Yeah, let's take with the pawn. Exactly. If these guys play it against 2,900, 3,000 rated players, we got it. Absolutely. Oh, I missed a tactic. I don't know if they want to get into this because they're giving me the light square bishop, but I didn't see it. No. If you're here, just expect the same thing. Boring, I know, but the same system against the world. All right, they didn't want to get into that, or they didn't see it. Oh man, this is hanging. If I had more pressure on this, but I don't. Okay, we take. Just activating my pieces. Short videos. Now, if you didn't buy it with the videos, they put like a little preview there. Those are the short videos. Otherwise, you should have the full things. Some of them, like chapter 1, is pretty long. That's actually the longest chapter, but also the most important one. Didn't see it. And let me tell you, partly the reason why I didn't see it, well, number one, I didn't see it. Number two is because I was preparing something else. Like I like this idea of check and then take it with the rook behind it. So I was setting up the cheap trick, always getting me in trouble, those cheap tricks. I'm getting tired of that. Oh man. Let me go knight d5. Like now f4 will be trapping that. It's not trying. Bishop h6. You gotta move. Let me stop trying to set up cheap tricks. That's it. We got the pair of bishops. That's good chess. Keep going. That's it. I think I still had this, right? I guess I don't want that pawn. Not like that. When it's free, I cannot resist. I just can't. Okay, pam, 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 pam. I could play b4. Interesting way to go about it. And I'm going to go like that. I mean, I have to take advantage of that pinned queen at some point, or pin pawn, pin on the queen at some point. Yeah, exactly. I'm just that bad. That's my point. Thank you, thank you. Exactly, and look, that's what I realized recently. Every time before a tournament, I'll brush up on my lines, and especially in the King's Indian defense, I had these really complex lines. Even in the Pirc with the Austrian, the C5 line, it could get tricky. So I'll memorize all of it. I'll go to a tournament. No one would play that. I'll get 3 games, 4 games with black. No one would play that. So I said, forget about that. I'm gonna keep it simple. What I put on the Chessable course, that's what I'm playing. I know it by heart. I don't have to spend time on it. Those hours, I'm gonna use them for tactics, middle game, strategy, endgame, and so on. So I get what you're saying. It's difficult. At the end of the day, it's also true that even though those courses are so long, if you get the idea, even if you think you didn't memorize everything, you're gonna be fine because you already have the idea, you know the positions. But okay, f5 for taking this pawn. If I take this pawn, you take f5. You want to take this pawn? Fine. How about e5? Cha-cha. Let me not give him anything. That's it. Yeah, at the right time, I want to do it. I want to do it at the right time. Okay, they're telling me I'm not pinned anymore. You better be careful. Cha-cha-cha. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But hey, it's always in the air. It's always in the air. E5. What are you going to do that? Nobody knows. You're probably going to go to H5. And then I play E6. And then you got to go back. And then I take... I'm going to go with that. Always careful not to mess it up. But... so not H5, E6, bishop E8, takes. And if I wanted to defend the pawn, I could go bishop F2. But I feel like I should have something better. Actually, rook F8, right? Cha-cha. Okay, cha. We calculated this far. Unless they just let me take the bishop, but go back. Takes. I take. You gotta take. Queen goes in. Okay, this has to be... You could take with the bishop. This has to be good for us. How? I don't know, but it had to be played, right? And then we'll see what happens. Anthony, welcome. Glad to see you here. And okay, they took with the bishop, and just keep it consistent, okay? Keep it consistent. All right. This has to be good. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, think. Rook d7, bishop h6. Of course, this is always in the air. Bishop h6, rook takes f1, rook takes f1, queen g3. If queen g3, I could go queen c5. If rook c5, then checkmate. Let's see. It's very nice that they don't have a dark square bishop. I'm so concerned about this diagonal. Can I play this now? Wait. I could take the queen. If you take me, I just get an exchange. If you do an in-between move here, which I would hate, I take and then you go here. Okay, I got it. Wait. I just take here first. Check, check. I take the queen. You take me, and then I take. Okay, that's the right move order. Let's do it. Man, as you can see, it's easy things, easy lines, but you have to be very, very careful. Move order is very, very important. Okay. Now, careful with the light squares. They have a light square bishop. I guess I didn't have to do that, but... I don't like this. I'm trading too many pawns. I want to trade pieces, not pawns. Not pawns, not pawns, not pawns. All right, I think you went too far. Did I miss g4? I probably did. Let's go. My rook is going to be way more efficient at controlling this pawn. And my bishop controls the promotion square for my pawn, so... I wonder, what are you gonna do here? Like, how are you gonna deal with this? If you push, I take and the pawn is gone. If you bring the king over... wait, I take on e7. I could just push the pawn, right? Let's go. I wouldn't be so sure. Not yet. My king is on a dark square, so I'm not gonna fall for a silly fork. It's far from the rook and the knight. Those are the things that could really get me in trouble. All right. Is there any nice tactic here, like check and then go? Let me not even pretend. Give me that pawn. It comes with a tempo. Yeah. Now, very careful here. If I lose the pawn and I'm only left with a rook pawn, my bishop is not the same color as this square. So that could be trouble. Little things to keep in mind. Okay, what do I want to keep? I want to keep the bishop, or do I want to keep the knight? I could just take or go check and take this one. Magnus, what would you play, my friend? Yeah, I'm going to leave him with a clumsy knight. That should be the name of a bar or something. The clumsy knight. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a lot of tactics, but... Now you can now go here. That's a pin. Yeah. I think that was the right choice. That pawn is too... I mean, that knight is going to have a hard time to go from one side to the other. Now, look, 2 squares away from the knight. And 1 square in between from the knight. That knight is not going to get me in trouble anytime soon. Now, let's not get trapped. It's happened before many times. It's this guy from, I think it's from somewhere in Europe. He plays chess. And he's so lucky. Every time he plays, he's winning, or so he's just the lucky friend I never had. The lucky friend I never had. Wait, every question I talk about, I put it over here on the stream. And to be honest, I don't even remember what I was talking about. I don't know if it sounds familiar. Okay, let me go far. Far, far, far. No tricks, no nothing. I guess I could go after this pawn after all. I know, it doesn't matter. Like, you see your comment on Twitch, right? Okay, here we go. 2 squares in between the knight. That knight cannot put me in check. No silly forks, no nothing. You don't see your comment? Okay, now I'm getting crazy then. I don't need to get fancy, but think. Check, check, take with the knight. Check. No, let me go back. No. And I don't know. I think I'm complicating this too much. It just shouldn't be the case. Just push the pawn, man. Just push the pawn. Just push the pawn. All right, so this is check. All right, there we go. We got this one. Maybe too complex. I shouldn't have complicated it so much, but we secured it. All right, let me update this just quickly here. So that's going to be 158. And guys, I'm going to just get a few, just a little bit faster. So I'm going to get a few games in 3-2. See if I move up a little bit faster because I don't have much time. Like I got another hour or so. It was a good game. Remember, there's no special prize for winning faster. It doesn't matter if it takes an extra 20 moves. Just keep it under control. All right, I guess my opponent is not used to it. Now look, welcome to life. Everything is slowly, step by step. Consistency over an extended period of time. Almost. Okay, bishop f4. They're prioritizing queenside over kingside. So I'm going to play my c6, just in case. It's just not that popular. But again, I always give you the example of... Mamedyarov. I was reviewing a game recently played by Petrosian. And I actually saw him playing in the World... I played the World Open like 7 years ago in Philadelphia. And he was there and he was playing the Pirc Defense. Kramnik used it a lot. It's just that when you look at most of the top players, they're using other openings and they're popular. Now, I'm not saying it's better than, let's say, the Sicilian, but it's much simpler to implement. And if Kramnik, Mamedyarov, top 10 in the world plays it, we're going to be fine. We're not the top 10. We're not playing super strong GMs. Magnus plays anything. He plays anything. Welcome, welcome aboard. For some reason, my opponent is taking a lot of time with these moves. Yeah, you have to do it. Okay, fully developed. Now we just play chess. Sooner or later, we have to strike the center, and we do it now. Okay, what are you gonna do? Happy to get that pair of bishops. Look, I have at this point, I'll be comfortable playing almost any opening because I have had to play to help my students prepare. Like I have students who play the Sicilian, I have students who play the Scandinavian, the Caro-Can, and of course not at a super deep level, but I understand the ideas, and out there to play it. Now, am I always gonna be in my elements? No, and that's what's gonna happen to you at some point. You're gonna learn more chess in general, like your middle game and your end game, and you're gonna be able to play any opening. Are you gonna be an expert at it? Probably not, but you're gonna make it to the middle game safely, and then you go from there. That's what I'm playing, Vasil. That's what I'm playing in tournaments. That's it. Classical, I'm just doing that. I actually played the Turkey Ball mid-November, and I think I was bragging about it. That was my third tournament in a row that I scored 4 points out of 5 classical. And every game with white, I'm playing my Birch opening. The last round, it was against this strong Ukrainian master, and I won with it. He played the From's Gambit. I was better prepared, and I got him in trouble. All right. I think this is a free pawn, but I have to double check. I don't understand. Not expert, but I like it. Okay, e4 has to be good, but this is a free bishop. Carlsen? How would you play? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh man, there's so many things going on here. Okay, I see what's happening. If I go here, rook d7, it's gonna be annoying. That's actually very interesting. Yeah. Okay. It happens. I don't understand. How annoying is that, huh? Very annoying. Cha. All right. This has to be winning, but Let me take another pawn. Now we're winning by 3 pawns. Simple tactics, simple tactics. All right, we got that one. Now, I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Now, let me update this. That's 159. And let's do it. Ah, there we go. Sort of like a dodge setup. You know, I haven't done it because it was a horrible game. Like, I think 2 moves after the opening was done, I got destroyed. I was playing Aronian in person and I was like, Aronian, play. I didn't even pay attention, but I got a shirt, just maybe in a short even. I remember it was a Pirc Defense. He played the Austrian, I played the C5 line, and I played the wrong move in the opening and he got me in trouble. All right, what's the plan? I want to play knight c3, e4. Let's go with that. Exactly, and he played the Austrian. Bishop g5. Thank you. I want to play e4. I have to play e4. Let's do it. Exactly. Careful with these discoveries. The moment they pushed, you see, every time we move a pawn in chess, weaknesses are created. The moment they push the e-pawn, d5 is available. The knight is defending it. So let's go. Of course, they have a very nice file here to put pressure on, but we should be okay. I think so. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Hey, f4, no. Now go, Vasil. This is gonna be left on YouTube afterwards. Go, enjoy that. We'll be here. All right, fair enough. That's it. This is my way of closing the file. I don't want to worry about it ever again. I still have to be careful with my dark squares. My queen should help with that at some point. Like, it's not safe now, but if you're missing a bishop, one thing you have to do, or you could do, is use the queen to replace that bishop you're missing. Like, this bishop is controlling the light squares. My queen should be controlling the dark squares. Lesson 79. It's very well explained for you there. Cha. I almost didn't play it because of this, but easier said than done. Easier said than done. My knight is pinned. I don't think they could put pressure on it with a pawn, so I don't feel so bad. Okay, that's the idea of doing this. That's the idea. Glad to hear. So glad to hear. All right. The question is, why didn't I go queen d3 right away? That's how bad we are. Check. We get off the hook. And let's put that knight on the good square. Well, the smoother mate might happen. It just might happen. No, maybe not. Okay, don't worry about this anymore. Queen e6 should have been probably a better move. Or even queen c6. What? What was that move for? What was that move for? Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm like, I got trapped, but I'm hitting the bishop. But I have to be very, very careful with that. Oh, no. You dropped a piece. And the knight is helping me with this. All right, I could take. Or I could take with check. Think. What to do? Magnus? Cha. I'm gonna take here. I'm up a pawn, so I'm happy to simplify. I gained the open file, only open file right now. Well, congrats. And as much as I want to take credit for that, that's you. Your middle game has to be very strong and your end game. So just keep at it. I'm doing great. So far, my opponents are treating me well. Okay, get the king to e3. No, wait, get the pawn first. Careful with any checks, because then they get you, but they don't have that now. Come on. Think. Let me go back. Careful with this move right now, because I'll be pinned. Let me simplify. D7 is better. I guess this rook is better than the S7 than the E7 rook. Okay. Just in case. This is not good for them, but just in case. Careful, this is pinned. Always being careful. Okay, that's just... All right, we got that one. Let me see. We made it to 1656. Okay, we keep on going. Let me update this one. So that's 160. Okay, it's looking like it's gonna get into no. All right, it's interesting setup, not that aggressive, but interesting. I'm gonna go bishop g5 because this is already a very attractive square. Now my knight is the one controlling that one of these two. I'm gonna land on one of the two. Hey. All right, I just want one of those squares, and let me play c3, controlling d4. I don't want you to land in there. All right, thank you for dropping by. Be safe and see you. All right, so queen a4. Yes, and more to come. There are more to come. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. This is just the beginning. All right, my knight, we talk about the dark square strategy in the course. Here, since we're playing as the white pieces, it would be the light square strategy. So my knight is doing nothing here. I want to reroute it. I want to reroute it. Okay, I don't want to be here. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But even if they were, we accomplished what we wanted, which is demonstrate the opening lines and so on. Okay, this makes no sense. F5. Oh, no, they cannot play F5. Not possible. I do, but you won't get it. Okay, but look, what you don't get is you already have it. Like, just do the same thing with the white pieces. You have you even have an extra move because you go first. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. I don't think I'm gonna get trapped. That's the last thing we say before we get trapped. But nah. We'll see, maybe. Just maybe. Bishop e6 followed by f5. Oh, I've lost a piece. Bishop e6. No. I mean, if they ever do this, I could always go back here. Not to mention, like, if they go here and I hide and they go f5, I could even send this knight anywhere because this would be hanging. Now, the question is, do we take with the queen or do we take with the knight? Intuition says take with the knight. Pretend like you know what you're doing. Take with the knight. But the beginner in me wants to take with the queen. The thing is that this bishop is a monster. There has to be something here for us. It was before. Let me see, before when? So I just landed here. Bishop e6, f5, no. Right here. Bishop e6. Come on, man, I'm talking. Then it has to be here. Bishop e6, I hide, f5, I go back. Or I move the knight anywhere and this is hanging. Okay, they're going back. And that's okay. Go back, boy. Now we're up a couple pawns. This is a monster knight. Yeah, this is a lot. Always being careful with these discoveries, but they don't have anything really good with it. Okay, so let's gain a tempo, improve my rook. Well, not as long as I'm hitting this queen. See, now I have to be careful. Queen a7 now. I mean, the beginner in me really wants to. Okay, if I attack you here, bishop c6. Let me do this, just to make this interesting. Bishop c6. I take it. You take my queen, I take yours. Knight has to go actually to d5. I take on d5, queen takes on d5, I take on c7. Two rooks versus queen. We had a lesson on the YouTube channel, lesson 65, where we talk about how the two rooks should be better than the queen. Is that what I want? I could just keep it simple, but let me do it. Hey, anything I'm always missing stuff, so. Okay, this is always satisfying, at least to me, when the game goes the way I calculated it. I calculated a few moves, I'm like, oh, I'm so good, and it plays out that way. It's very nice. All right, two rooks have to be easily winning against the queen, as long as the rooks are coordinated. And in this case, they're very easy to coordinate. Ideally, they'll get doubled on the 7th rank, but little by little. Yeah. There are many ways there. Oh, rook c6. Oh yeah, no, I saw that. But then the queen goes back, right? And still defends the knight. I think I saw that. I want to think I saw that. Cha-cha. Now, the problem is when the rooks are not coordinated, you gotta be careful with any forks. But no, we got what we wanted. Probably, but I was set on that line and I just went for it instead of double checking like you guys did. Okay, this is too much. Look, honestly, as you play and train and play and train, after you do it for a little bit, that's it. It's going to happen. There are some exercises to speed it up, but it's just going to happen naturally. All right, we got that one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we got the black pieces, and that's number 161. And we are at 1665. All right, 1665. What happened on that year? What happened on 1665? Nothing, probably. Probably nothing. Thank you. All right, so we're playing, I think for the first time, King's Indian Defense against the Fianchetto variation. In the course, I recommend knight b to d7, mainly to keep it consistent with the remaining of the King's Indian Defense lines. Yeah, we don't talk about knight a6. On YouTube, we have talked about it. Not here. Can I play 5? The answer is no. Can we play knight h5? Probably. Yeah, let me attack you. That's a good question. Number one, 1, 2, 3, e5. Number one, number one is way more organized and it is more in detail. Like for example, when I talked about the classical line in the Pirc Defense, I showed you 3 games on lesson 69, that's it. In the course, you're gonna have the 3 courses that you could play very well explained. Even the central fork with 94, I never talked about it on the YouTube channel. In the Austrian, I recommended c5, which I used to play, but there's so many tricky lines that it's what I was saying before. I memorized them before the tournament, then I forget them. So we castle instead of playing c5. Against the 4-pawn attack, there's a different line too that I like a lot. Never shared it with anyone. You have it there. All of the lines of the King's Indian Defense, way more easier to digest. And finally, all of these lines of the course, they are consistent, easy to memorize, but also they're all curated at the end. When I finished, okay, I like these. I run them through an engine to make sure that they all make sense. There are some lines that we covered on YouTube, like in the Austrian, I recommended a line by mistake that is not good. So someone told me, hey, this is not good. So I put it in the comments, but so long story short, you're gonna get something that is really, if you learn that, that's it. You don't have to know anything else. That's all you're gonna get. You're gonna need against anything that white pieces play. And that's what I'm using myself in tournaments. So if it was working for me, definitely it should work for you as well. How about Queen F6? And you go out. You get out of here. Let's do it. I don't think I can. Always. King's Indian defense, or if they play 4, then we call it the Pirc defense. But it's the same system. It is the same system indeed. Okay. Time to open up. Putting pressure on the pawn. Happy if they give me the bishop. Also, we open up the rook. It's going way better than I expected, honestly. Okay, you don't want to give me anything. There's no... Okay, so what if we just get tired of you and play bishop e6? Wait. Don't get tired so quickly. Let's not get tired so quickly. I'm gonna develop this, but I'm gonna do it to f5. Thank you. I almost missed it, my friend. I almost missed it. Okay, how about e4 right now? Is it even possible? e4. You cannot take it. I guess you can block. Takes. I ran out of time. I'm talking to... Hey, John, what's going on? I didn't realize. Why is this not letting me know? Because I don't have it. I'm going to blame it on that. They didn't let me know. Nope, it's not here. Oh, load time warning. So now I have the load time warning. I was talking nonsense. We lost that one. All right, new 3-2. Let me update. All right, it's in the description. All right, d3. It happens. I was talking so much. I really like that position. But that's 4 losses. All right. Let's go to the next one. There you have it anyways. All right, the same thing. Have we talked about this? Of course not. This is very bizarre. So I'm just going to go knight b to d2, e4, and let's play chess. Rook e1. c3, the bishop is not going to be as good, and my queen gets to c2. Yes, if you want to get the ideas of the opening, if you want to, there's actually a playlist. If you just go King's Indian Defense. No, didn't work. Lesson 85. Lesson 85. All right. Are you gonna push it? I don't think you will. But you just might. Let me go here. Trying to provoke these advancements. Ah, they did it. I never thought they would do it. Now the question is what to do. If the rook gets here, and by the way, that's a weak square. They push the c pawn. Every time you move a pawn in chess, weaknesses are created. They give me that. Okay. I'm not gonna get the knight for free, but I'm gonna simplify this game so much. I'm already winning by an exchange. I need nothing more. You or you? Or none? Maybe none. Let me take you. I hesitated there because they could have taken, my king is on g2 and then queen c6 and they pick up the bishop. I was like, I hope Richard is not seeing this. No, it happens. It happens. Thank you, thank you. Just keep it consistent, but the most important thing is tactics, 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 tactics. Do lots of tactics as you go through those lessons. Actually, most G games in general, I have to say. I wonder if we will be able to get this. Ay, ay, ay. No, it doesn't work. It's defended. It is defended. I really wanted to take on g6, but there's no need to get ahead of myself. Let's keep it simple. If knight c4, I gotta defend. Actually, queen might do it. Nope. Let me just double up my rooks. Again, there's no prize, special prize for winning quickly. Let me just take my time, improve my pieces. Let's get to the 7th rank. Look, I don't want to say this, but finish it. When you finish it, you're going to have those answers. With that said, I explained there, I think chapter 1, you have to listen to the pawn structure. The pawn chain in the center is going to indicate where you should be attacking. And it's mainly based on the fact that, that you have more space because of those pawns controlling that area. Piece concentration also, if you have more pieces on the king side, then attack there, right? But anyways, you'll see when you're done with the course, we talk about it over and over. I keep repeating the same things, so it should help. All right, let me get away from that threat with a check. And let me try to think of a plan. For now, we improve the king. Knight is gone. Knight is gone. Seventh rank. I honestly couldn't care less about those pawns. If I get my rooks on the 7th rank, the game is over. There we are. Are they gonna play knight d6? They might. But if they do, rook c7 and we trade it. No. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Soon they're gonna be sort of like in its Zooks 1. If the rook leaves, we take on e6. Boom. I'm gonna let them play go here. No, they couldn't care less about that. How do we finish it, huh? Okay, I'm gonna let you take it or not. I could play knight d3. Okay, I got the notification now. Could I use this rook? No, actually I'm gonna be taking on f7. Rook d2, rook d7. If I go with rook here, they go fork. Always tactics in the air, man. Always tactics in the air. So tired of these tactics. Yeah, okay. No silly mistakes. Not today. No silly mistakes. Not today. Okay, let's hide. Oof. Tricky. That was a good game. Tricky. You miss one tactic and you're done. 1666. Oof, I don't think I'm gonna make it to my 1700. And guys, sorry that I'm doing less time. We had very good games, 5-5 at the beginning. But I'm gonna have to leave soon, so let me just go to the next one. The opening part, you see it over and over and over. Okay, let's see. Now, Austrian, classical, burn. Thank you. Okay, in the course we talked about knight f to d7. I really like pawn takes pawn, but let's stick to this one. H6, well, I mean, it's playable. I think it's actually one of the main lines. Give it a try. You can look at the peeking side. You can actually, yeah, you have the peeking side. I think you have like the introduction also is free. I think you get that. I don't know, but definitely check it out. It tells you also what it includes. F6 has to be played. F6 has to be played. If we open up the center with the king and the queen in the center, this has to be good for us. And if they don't take on F6, we're gonna take on E5. Yeah, if I played it, it's already playable. Why not? Oh boy. I was not expecting you to play that. Now, I should be fine just taking, but if I get that bishop, that's a 4. What am I saying? Okay, let me go knight b6 just to take care of this check. f5 is going to be played at some point in the future. Doesn't matter. We do our thing, we're playing games, and again, this is not to win or to lose, it's just to see the opening lines in practice. See them in action. Okay, developing quickly. You got it. Okay, we gotta consider this move. I don't think it's what we want at this point. How about bishop takes and then knight c4? Not what we want either. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna take or not? Because now is when we have to decide. Let's take it. Absolutely, 100%. It helps to get to the middle game and know your middle game plans and so on. But it comes down to that. Tactics. You know, I almost played it, but I didn't think my bishop would be so good down here. So I'm like, let me not even waste a move with it. Just take and continue rolling. All right, we gotta get out of the way. So I wanted to transfer my queen from the queen side to the king side. I'm also putting pressure on a2. But now this is also in the air. Let's check. Don't get fancy, Robert. Not right now, but let me do this. Well, thank you. Cuba. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. So now we go check. All right. I like my position. They cannot even kick me out just yet because the pawn falls. Well, at least that's what I think. Just really defending that. My queen is free to go now. How come that didn't work? Didn't work. All right. It is what it is. Get out of here. Fine. Let me not rush it. What to do? What do I want my knight to be on? E4 probably. But not like that. Actually, I want it on E6. Okay, I got to E6. Now they have to let me, or they drop a pawn. If they hadn't moved the bishop, then they lose anyways. That's it. Now completely winning. 3 versus 2 on the queen side, on the king side. Okay, we got that one. Let me see. Perfect. All right, for some reason it's not working the command, but there you have it. All right, guys, we got this one. Let's go to new one, 1675. Let's see if we can make it. Black pieces. Let me update the score. Knight F6. So that would be 163. What's going on? In the 1600s, I'm getting this all the time. The same burn. Now C6, you're gonna see it every time. That's the way to deal with it. Now look, this is a fact. As you go through different rating ranges, you're gonna find different setups. At some range, you're gonna see the Austrian more or the classical more. Like I think yesterday it was classical all the way. Now, do I want B4? Let me go B4. Thank you, thank you. The good thing is that if you're used to these ideas, like this before, it comes naturally to me because I've done it many, many times before. Your opponents are not. So you see how my opponent is like, should I take, should I not take? Now we're gonna get one of these two. I know there's a check here, but it's not a big deal. I think it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. All right. Huh. Queen e7 or just take? Let me take the bishop. Yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Now, for all I know, my opponent is still stuck in the center. Okay, they're gonna solve that soon. Let's pin it. Very natural to castle, but then the knight is trapped. Like rook e8 was more to control the e4 square. Now, they're probably gonna wanna let it go by taking on f7. Why what? Yep. Now our job is to not get checkmated. If possible, go back in, hide. How about this move? Wait a second, my friend. I just realized they cannot go here and then take the pawn because the bishop would be hanging. So, plenty of time to hide. All right, let's trade it. And fully developed. I'm not losing. I mean, I shouldn't be losing this game. I can mess it up, but I won't. Well, I would say the 1600s have a pretty good foundation when it comes to tactics, but maybe not good enough. Okay, no need to rush. Improve my queen. Rooks are connected. Well, truth is, it's a different monster in the sense that with the Sicilian, you don't give up the center so quickly. You have the pawn already on c5. With the modern, you're giving them the center completely, and then you gotta use one of the plans that we talk about to be able to provoke that center that they will build, to provoke it to create weaknesses and advance and so on. So it's a little bit different, and it takes some getting used to. Some getting used to, for sure. Let me just hide. I just want to forget about these annoying checks, just in case. Just in case. Okay, my knight just improved. My king is safe. All right, now we take. Probably not the best idea, but if they took, I go back to e4. If they took. There was bishop h3. You're right. And I thought about it when I took. I'm thinking my knight goes to f4 and then to h3, but I didn't think of it before. You got it. You got it. All right. Now we're ready for the trades. No, they don't think so. Hey, there is bishop h3. Now, I'm not going to do it because I didn't see it before. Now, if they take, is it any better to take here with check and then they go back? Nah, I don't think so. Yes, so far, but it could get ugly. It could get ugly very soon. I'm winning. I'm up a piece. Just simplify, simplify. Perfect. I almost put the queen on d4. I almost put the queen on d4. All right. Think. Pawns. I really wanted that pawn. I feel much better now. All right, we got that one. So that's 164. Uh, 500. Okay, is this going to be the Austrian or more like a harmonist variation? Thank you. All right. They could still play d4, Austrian, or bishop c4. And then d3. Ah, nice. I'm glad they played this one because I know many of my students hate it. So the plan is very simple. The knight needs to go to c6, and from c6 you go to a5, and that's how this bishop stops bothering you. That's it. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't like you. I don't need to take you now. Let me go here first. I think I put it in the course under harmonist, but I don't know if that's accurate. Okay, what are you gonna do if I do this? You go back, fine. I'm still gonna play you. I haven't accomplished much. I'm not gonna say I have, but I feel better in this position. To trade or not to trade? Let's trade. Now, I got the pair of bishops. They got double pawns. I don't know if I should be proud of all of this, but I like it. Now I go ahead and give out the pair of bishops. What to do now? Everything I said is nice, but what to do? E6? No, I don't think so. Go F5. No. Today I'm not playing viewers, guys. Just trying to get this account as high as possible. Yeah, I guess I could always play it, but let me go bishop e5. I'm gonna take with the f pawn just to open up. I need to trade. The closer we get to the endgame, the stronger my pair of bishops is going to be. Okay. I want to play this, but I'm not in time. A4, D4, I go back. You take, I take. Rook A1. Bishop G4. Okay. Okay. I saw that far. Wait, no, not here. No, I didn't see it like this. I think I'm fine. If I hit this knight has to be a little bit tied up to it. So my a4 should be okay. Again, my pair of bishops, even if I drop that pawn, my pair of bishops should be way superior. Okay, I saw this. I'm gonna hide. Cha. Now the knight is also defending this. Active rook, active bishops. This has to be ours. It has to be ours. Now, one of the good things about the pair of bishops is that you get to choose when you let it go. And I think that was a right call. This is falling. The knight cannot go to any one of these squares to defend e4. Knight f4 looks good, but we just take and we hit it. And we're playing a 1700. Give me that. Cha. Gotta be careful not to open too much. Let's check. I'm not proud of this move. Number one, because I shouldn't be trading pawns. Pieces, yes, not pawns. And number two, because this is an isolated pawn, I shouldn't be trading it for my good pawns. But I just need to activate my bishop. Yeah, fine. There's a pin, we add more pressure to it, and it falls. Mate, or if you go here, nah, this is mate. Why didn't you take the knight with rook that was winning? Knight with rook. Did I miss the free knights? When? I mean, this is defending it, right? Right, maybe I'm missing something, but I think that's why. All right, we're getting closer. Let me update the score. That's 165. Save in white pieces. Okay. If we win this one, we make it to 1700. Rook c3. There was a knight on c3 that I didn't see? Or that's something else? Oh, but if they were defending each other, then the one that is defending it would take it, right? I mean, I probably missed it, but I cannot see when. Okay. Welcome. Let me go with knight c3. This is not a problem, even though in the course I added a chapter telling you if h5 or h4 as black, just push your h pawn to stop it. Here, I don't think you're going to checkmate me. Incoming. Okay. I don't think you're going to checkmate me. It just cannot happen. All right. Congrats. Now, be aware of some games that are not going to be as nice, but definitely, if you know your middle game plans, you know where the pieces go, you should be fine. All right. Fine. You want to sacrifice here, I guess. E4 was better. I need to open up the bishop. Yeah, get out of here, my friend. Get out of here. There's no way their attack can be successful without many pieces out. It just cannot happen. And if they blunder the rook, even worse. Yeah, I guess you could do that, but I'm gonna take you. I don't need to take you. I just don't need to take you. Takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. I take with check. I mean, even if I take here after, oh, that would be an interesting game to finish with. I don't need this in my life, but let's do it. Okay, could they do a draw after? Cha. No, they don't have that. Okay, that I was not expecting. And that might be, my friends, what got us in trouble. Now I could always go back here. Okay, e4 has to be the move. No, check, be careful. Just play f4 and then leave. 92 should do it. Yeah, let me just bring pieces to defend. Okay, but still, let me read now that I have time. Bishop pair rather than to create outpost. Okay, let me go here. I have to read it again, Vasil. I'm winning by so much that I don't need to be afraid here, but what do you mean? Should you focus on lesson 52 strategy as it will be devastating? Well, lesson 112 we talk about the pro bishops. Lesson 52 about the outpost. You gotta know them all, know them both. It's not that I prefer it. It's just that. Okay, wait. Check. It's just that when the position is open, you want to keep the pro bishops. When it's locked, you want to keep the knights. It's just that we're getting more positions where the bishops happen, and that's the argument. They say the bishop is better than the knight because the knight is better when the position is locked. The bishop is better when the position is open, but also the bishop is better when there are pawns on both flanks in the endgame. So you get more instances where the bishops are better. So that's why they say it's better to keep the bishop. There are more chances for you to get to one of those, if it makes sense. Check. And then that's a fork. I'm pretty sure that at least one I just got outplayed. Okay, just get out of here. Hey, what do you mean? Okay, this is check. They cannot take it. I could have gone to f4, way simpler. Now this queen has no checks on my king, so I have time to just get out of there, or just take and get out of there. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? King in the center, we gotta attack it. And with that, my friend, we made it from 1601 to 1701. Sorry, the first games I liked them better. It's 5-5, we have time to really talk about it. Some of you might find it boring, but I prefer those. But I only have so much time. I have a lesson to teach in 15 minutes. If you have any questions, let me know. Just let me know. Let me update this, so that will make it 6-6. Good game indeed. And don't forget, guys, if you get or got the course on Chessable, you can ask questions. There are also questions asked already. There's discussions. Make sure that you take a look, and if you have questions, ask them there. Mister, always a pleasure to see you here. Thank you. We're going there slowly. And look, even if we have to hurry in the end game, the opening, you see it carefully explained, and that's the whole point. All right, thank you. All right, guys, be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.